Hello, viewers, and welcome to another segment of Live Expert Interviews.tv. My name is Steve Young, and thank you so much for joining us today. Today, we're talking about a very important topic, and that topic is how to find a good cosmetic dentist. Now, fortunately, joining us from Anchorage, Alaska, is Dr. Terry Preece. Doc, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Steve, for letting me be on your show.
Absolutely. So, Doc, really the burning question everybody has is how do you go about finding a good cosmetic dentist? Maybe if you could share like the top 3 things.
Well, that's a good question, Steve. Thanks for asking. You know, if you go to the phone book and you're looking at everybody in the phone book's a cosmetic dentist, but there's a lot more to it than just being able to put a white filling in a person's mouth. I think there are 3 basic things that a person should look for, 3 criteria when they're looking for somebody to enhance their smile. First would be the reputation and the reviews of the dentist. The dentist should have a great reputation with a lot of satisfied patients. You should be able to go online and find the reviews and look through those and make sure that everything is above board there. Second item would be maybe contact the local dental society. Make sure the dentist is in good standing, doesn't have any black marks against him, and has a good reputation. And the third thing would be maybe to actually contact dental specialists in the area, orthodontists, oral surgeons, periodontists, because they work with these general and cosmetic dentists all the time, and they know the good ones and the bad ones, and they can probably give you a pretty good recommendation from the people that they work with all the time. So those would be 3 ways to maybe check out a person before you gave them a call.
Doc, I love that advice. That makes perfect sense. I especially like the part about the reputation and reviews. I mean, it's one thing to be able to say that you're fantastic at doing something, but it's a whole different ball game when you have a bunch of all of your past clients and patients saying that you are fantastic. And that's a good initial start when someone's looking for a cosmetic dentist. So thanks for that advice. Now, Doc, let me ask you this: If someone was looking for a cosmetic dentist and they came to you, what type of an experience could they expect to have?
Well, a guest in our office is always treated with the very utmost respect. First of all, we would welcome any questions that they have. The more questions, the better. We take the time to listen to them and find out what it is they're after exactly. We usually give our guests, we're able to most of the time give them several different options for their treatment. Everybody's in a different place, and if they have several options, they can best choose what would work for them as far as their budget goes, their time frame, the goals for their mouth. And I think they would just feel well listened to, well respected. We're not in a hurry, and we don't put pressure on people when they come to our office.
I love that, Doc. That sounds like a pretty fantastic experience overall. I love you. I especially like the part about where you communicate with them, give them multiple options, and no pressure. I mean, that makes perfect sense to me.
Right.
Doc, let me ask you, because of your expertise, how is your practice different from all the rest of the cosmetic dentists out there?
Well, one thing, I've been in business about 34 years now. I know I don't look that old, but that's the way it is. In the last 15 years, focused mainly on cosmetic procedures, so I have a lot of experience. But in our office, there are 2 things that I think set us apart. We really stress having comfort, having a comfortable experience. We have a new state-of-the-art office. It's very soothing and relaxing. Some people have told us it's kind of spa-like. That's nice. We have a lot of good technology. We have massaging heated dental chairs. We have computerized anesthesia, sedation. We even have hypnotherapy if you're interested in that, relaxing. So those are interesting things to help people relax and be comfortable. And then the second item is our name of our business is Anchorage Healthy Smile Center, and we really believe that a big focus should be on helping the guests learn how to prevent dental disease from happening in the first place, and also once they get their smile enhanced, being able to maintain it so they don't have to redo it again in just a few years. They can keep it the rest of their life. So the comfort and the education, the teaching is the big difference, I think.
Doc, I love that. I know you also mentioned to me when we talked prior, you said it's all about results, achieving the results for our patients that they desire.
Right. I'm really big on, there's no guarantees in healthcare, but we really stand behind our work, and we really work with people till they're completely satisfied with the result, and uh, and don't have, I'll just work with them till they're happy with the result.
I love that, Doc. That is fantastic. Now, I know you mentioned to me you do some special things for new patients. What exactly is it you do for new patients?
Well, when somebody has a concern or a question about what can I do to make my smile better, I don't think they should have to spend a lot of money finding the right dentist. So it, they can come into my office. We'll do a complimentary cosmetic exam for them. Spend about a half hour. If we need to take X-rays, we will. No charge. That way, they can meet me and the staff, find out if they like us, if we get along, if we're compatible, and I can answer all their questions as to what procedures might work for them, and give them a feel for maybe what the cost might be and the time frame and all those kind of questions that people always have.
I love that free consultation, Doc. That is awesome. Now, Doc, what's your website?
It's AnchorageHealthySmiles.com.
There it is on the screen, viewers. Well, thank you, Doc. Well, first of all, that advice is awesome. We appreciate that advice. That's great sound advice for finding a good cosmetic dentist for wherever the viewers are at. Doc, I want to thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for letting me be on your program, Steve. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Now, viewers, take the doc's advice. Go online. Follow his advice on finding a good cosmetic dentist. If you're anywhere near Anchorage, Alaska, make sure you look up Dr. Terry Preece for all your cosmetic dental needs. Viewers, we'll see you on another segment of Live Expert Interviews.tv.